Welcome to the IPF World Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships. We are live today from Almaty on day 8 of the competition, on day 9 of the competition, the final day. This time next week we will be welcoming athletes to the World Championship, World Classic in South Africa. We are live from Almaty, Kazakhstan. This is the IPF World Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships presented by Eleiko and SBD. In this, the 50th anniversary year of the IPF. We have the running order up on the screen for you at the moment. These are the heavier weight classes for the Open Classic Women. And we have the 63s and upwards, so that's 63, 69, 76, 84 and 84 plus. And we are running as one group. 3 sessions today. We will have the open men, the middleweight categories at 12 and then the heavyweight categories at 4 p.m. local time. It's been a phenomenal championship so far, and this promises to be some of the best action yet. And we are being led out by Katia Kurtislava from Georgia. She's in the 76s and she's opening with 65 kilos. Nice and easy. Joy Kaneko, Japan, for 70 kilos is coming out next. Relatively new lifter. If you take a look at the graphic on the screen there, you'll see in the top left-hand corner, she's in the 69 kilo open class. The grey bar across the top will tell you what rank she's in and how this lift will change that rank. Obviously, we haven't got all the lifters out yet. And the bottom bar will populate with her attempts, successful or not. Current PB is 75 kilos. This is 70. Time is running down now. She's going to have to take the bar. 10 seconds on the clock. Gets the start command with 6 seconds to go. And makes short work of that. Olga Baktigalieva, Kazakhstan. She's in the 63s. And she's opening with 90 kilos. Looked comfortable. Zupiko Kvanciani from Georgia is out next in the 69s. She's opening with 90 kilos as well. Great opening lift. Hanna Karatska, Ukraine, for 92.5. M1 lifter, lifting it in the opens. This class is sometimes referred to as seniors, 23 to 39, but the reality is it's open and anyone can compete. That looked strong. And next up we have Daria Lavniczak from Poland. She's opening with 95. Took the silver medal in the equipped competition. She was actually in the 84. She was a very light 84 in the equipped competition a few days ago. Can she add to her medal count here? Of course, she's got Zania Khan in this class, so world-class lifter. Just clip the rack a little bit on the way up. If you don't train on a combo rack, sometimes you're not used to those little J-hooks sticking out. You just need to set up a little bit further down. There it went, just bounced off. It's not a failure in itself, but it can cause the bar to spin and dip. Nino Trikishvili, Georgia. First lifter out in the 84s. She's looking for 100 kilos. Jump the start command, so just take it off her. Yep. No point of wasting energy on that. She'd already failed it when she started to press before the start command. And now we have Moa Vikna. I've helped her out in the back room, back in Calgary, I think, when she was a junior, and that smile never leaves her face. She's one of the most cheerful and relaxed, and she's just so up for it. It's great to have a lifter with that kind of energy in the back room. I think this is her first bench only. She competed a couple of times as a junior in the 3-lift powerlifting. And that was a great opener. She's on the board, and that will build confidence. And we have another Brit out next. Well, she's kind of a Brit. She's living in the UK at the moment. She's American originally. Competing for Great Britain today. Melissa Hexter. Took the bronze in Lithuania last year. Possibly in the 57s. Yep, she was in the 57s now. She's a light 63 today. Easy. That'll settle the nerves. Elise Rosenberg, Norway. For the same weight in the same class, 102.5 in the 63s. That look nice and strong as well. I think we're going to have a battle in this class. And we have the last lifter in the 63s coming out next. This is going to be very close indeed. Ekaterina Kryakova. She finished just off the podium, I think, in Lithuania last year. Benched 117.5 at that competition. Only with 105, so we would expect this to look fairly easy, although, actually, she was a 69 in Lithuania. She's a 63 here, so the weight cut might have affected that. It doesn't seem to have affected her too badly. And she goes into the lead in the 63s. Julie Franche-Guerra, France. She's in the 84s, coming out for 115.5. Personal best is 126, which suggests she had a national record at some point. Don't remember from Lithuania. This might be the first time we've seen her at World Bench. She's got 10 seconds. She can still do it. Come on, she's going to have to be quick though. Take the bar. Get your butt down. Get your butt down. She's not getting the start command because her butt is not on the bench. The coach is going to the jury, but I don't think her butt was on the bench at any point. I don't have the best angle to see that, if I'm honest, but that was my impression. We're just giving them a moment. Okay, we are now good to go with Rebecca Coggle, UK. I think this is her first international. One of the top benchers in the UK. Benched 125 at the British bench recently. Yes, that's a nice easy one. Gets her on the board and we are good to go. Love to see a happy smile leaving the platform. Asel Nurkanova. She is nominated in first in the 69s. She was a gold medalist last year. She was a gold medalist in the juniors last year. She's in the opens now. I think she still is a junior. That was a great opener. And she goes to the top of the 69s with that lift. Next we have Zenia Khan, Kazakhstan. She took the double last year. She won in the classic and the equipped. And has the world record in this class at 141. Actually, maybe she doesn't. I think someone else did 141.5 actually earlier in the week. I think it was a French lifter. I'm just going to check on that. Oh, easy. That's a great opener for Khan. We are barreling through these lifts now, and we have Emmet Salo out next. They're looking for 120 for their opening lift. Silver medalist last year in Lithuania. They are the current European champion. Sinks quite a long way, but doesn't sink after the start command, which would be a failure. And that's a good lift. That's quite an unusual style. Clearly works very well for them. And just to update on that, Zanir Khan was the world record holder a couple of days ago, but of course Laurent Mortelin from France in the junior category took it with 141.5. I think Khan will be looking to take that back. But right now we have Zanir Okotenko from Kazakhstan with 120 in these supers. Very easy. No deviation of position at all. Jadira Berkhambetova, equipped world champion, looking to do the double. She got the silver, both equipped and classic, in Lithuania last year. She's already taken the gold in the equipped. Can she do it in the classic? Well, that's certainly a good start. Johanna Leitinen from Finland is coming out next for 130 kilos. We're already up into some quite incredible weights. Haven't seen her on the international platform for a few years. But we've seen her in the Euros, I think. I think this is her first world bench. That's a lovely opener. Last lift now is the reigning super heavyweight world champion, Agnes Sabo. She's been world champion equipped and classic. Former world record holder in both as well. Opening with 142.5 kilos. That's an incredible lift. Wow, she is in good form today. I wonder if we'll see a run at the world record. So we move into round two now. This is quite a big group, 20 lifters. That's the maximum you can have in bench press. We just have some kind of query. We're just waiting for bar loaded. There we go. And here is Katia Kurtislava, having gone up 5 kilos to 70. A little bit more in the tank there, I think. One red light from the side referee, so if you watch that back. Possibly for butt lift, I'm not sure from there. Shuri Kaneko from Japan is coming out next. He's sent out by Ishibashi. Took the silver yesterday. Gone up 10 kilos from her opener. This is 80. No, a little bit too heavy, I think. Maybe 10 kilos was just slightly too much. Here's Olga Baktigalieva in the 63s. She is looking for 95 for her second. Three white lights. Keeps her butt planted. Butt must stay down, head must remain on the bench, and the feet must be flat on the floor. Zapiko Kvanciani, Georgia, for 97.5. Now that swung towards the face very early. And I think she just got a line wrong there. If she can tuck in tight. Yeah, and actually I think it just wouldn't go, and that's why it swung back towards the face. But she gets another attempt at any rate. Nino Trikishvili, Georgia. Missed this first time. Looked fairly comfortable this time. No. She jumped to command the first time. But came up too much leg drive. She's in trouble now. Hanna Kadatska, Ukraine, for 100 kilos. You get asked the question sometimes, why do so many lifters fail for this when they're lifting at an elite level? But not everyone has access to competition standard equipment, and if you're used to a bench that's higher, or lower, or wider, or thinner, then it's very different, and you're used to a certain amount of leg drive and your butt will stay down, but you come to the competition rack and you have these problems. We saw it straight after lockdown, where everyone had been on home equipment. 100 kilos on the bar now for Hanna Kadatska, Ukraine. Okay, that was 3 white lights for Kadatska. Daria Lavnicek, Poland, for 100 kilos. First place is a little bit out of reach, and third place is a decent chunk behind. So I think the lifters in the 76 kilo class are running their own race now. And that was tough off the chest, and she just could not get that moving. It's hard on the body to lift twice in the same competition. Moa Wiltner now for 105. This is a little over her current best. That smile, I just love the energy on the platform. Sitting in third place now, this will move her up to the silver, ahead of Kadatska. She's under a little bit of pressure from Kvanciani behind. A little bit tough to get it off the chest, but it sped up as it went along. And that moves her up to the silver. Melissa Hexter next, opening with 102.5. This is 107.5, and it will move her into first place. Easy. 2-1, a good lift. Let's just see if we can see what the side referee saw. Bit of butt lift, I think. And now we have Elisa Rosenberg in the same class. So will this move her past? No, Melissa's lightest. She's lightest in class, so this will move Rosenberg up to second ahead of Krajkova. That took a very long time to get the press command. Let's just watch that back. Maybe the bar was moving around on her chest. It didn't reach the chest. It was hovering just above it. That wasn't obvious to me from the front, but from the side view, it was hovering just above, and only when it came down to actually touch the chest did she get the start command. The jury's just querying it, and the centre referee is telling them the same thing. All good. And we have Ekaterina Kryakova on the platform right now to take back her first place from Hexter. Three white lights and she is back in the lead. We're going to see a real scrap in the 63s. Julie Frange-Guerra, she didn't get the start command. Now, what was the issue there? I think she couldn't get her butt down, or at least from my angle, it seemed to me that she wasn't getting the start command because there was daylight between the bench and her glutes. Bit of a difficult thing to tell from the front angle, so I'm not 100% on that, but that is how it seemed to me. She's going to time out as well if she's not careful. She's only got 15 seconds on the clock now. Going to have to take that bar. And she's got her butt down. And it's gone over. Was that after the rack command? No, she did not put the bar back into the rack under control. It rolled over her wrist. And her butt was up anyway. So she is in real trouble now. 2 out of the 3 lifters, out of the 4 lifters in the 84s, yet to make a successful lift. Last out in the 69s is Asel Nurkanova. And that was a good lift. Extends her lead in the 69s. She looks unassailable in that class now. Here is Zania Khan for 120. $120 on the bar. Wow, super easy. And we have Rebecca Coggle coming out next. Also competes in the 3-lift classic powerlifting. And she's going to break some hearts next year when she turns M1. And she's going to break mine because she'll take all my British records. This is how the sport goes. The sport wouldn't be progressing if people didn't break records all the time. You only ever keep them warm for the next person. And here's Rebecca for 122.5 to move into bronze medal position. That is a good lift, and it looks like she's got more in the tank. Zania Okatenko. With 125 to move back ahead of Coggle. Very comfortable indeed. And Okatenko moves back into 3rd place. Lots more in the tank there. Emmett Salo, Finland. We've gone up 10. This is 130. To move ahead of Berkambatova. clipped the rack a little bit, maybe wants to be just a tiny bit further down the bench to avoid that happening. And she moves into the lead. Next out, Jadira Berkhambetova to move back ahead of Salo. Emmett Salo, no lift. I don't have a reason why. No lift. I was distracted there. I'll hopefully get a replay. I was distracted by the jury. That just looked too heavy. That just looked like too much weight on the bar. So, but Salo does not stay ahead because her 130 was overturned, apparently for butt lift. So it is still a Berkhambetova from Salo in the 84s. Both failed their second. So this is Johanna Leitinen in the super heavyweights for 135, sitting in second. Not absolutely secure though. She's got Okotenko and Kogel right behind. This is 135. Bit of a shaky descent. Oh, that bar certainly dipped, I'm sure of it. And the referees are sure too. Blue cards. Blue cards on bench is for either downward movement of the bar, and as we watch the replay back, there it is. Or it can be for soft lockout. So she does not move ahead, and she's under real pressure from Okotenko and Kogel now. And we have the legend that is Agnes Szabo from Hungary out for 145. I think she's going to want to be sure of winning before she thinks about whether or not she might take any records. She's only got up 2.5. So I think secure the world title first and then we'll see. Didn't look hard at all. Extends her lead. Now she can wait to see what everyone else does in class and do whatever she needs to do to either stay ahead or attempt to take a record. And we don't have the standings as we go into round 3. But we have Katia Kurtislava from Georgia coming out first. And she's grinding it. I'm surprised she got that one to the top. What do the referees think? They say it's a good lift. The grind was good. That gets her the bronze medal in the 76 kilo class. And here is his Jiri Kaneko. Missed 80 last time. It just looked a bit heavy. She's got a very long setup as well. A lot of the Japanese team do. They use their full 60 seconds on the platform, which is fine, but it doesn't leave you anywhere to go if you are asked to replace the bar for any reason. If the referees aren't happy with your start position, then they might ask you to rack the bar and just talk to you about your grip or your feet being flat or your elbows being locked or whatever it might be that they're not happy with. No chance of that here with only 6 seconds to go. Gets the start command with 4 seconds to go. But it's just too heavy. Leaves her with the best of 70 and 5th place. Next up we have a lifter in real trouble. She missed this weight for her opener and her second. Now the problem's been butt lift, I think, so I'm going to wait to see what the referees at the side think, and they think he's good. She's on the board. And she goes into the bronze medal position. Supiko Kvanciani for 100 as well. She's in the 69s, and this will move her past Kadatska into third. This is an attempt to get herself onto the podium. But of course Kadatska will then be able to respond. She screams it up. I see one blue, 2 yellows. Not sure what the fairly was. I think the butt was up. So that leaves her with the best of 90 and 4th place. Daria Lavnicek, Poland, for her second attempt at 100 kilos. She's secure in 2nd place, so she's guaranteed the silver. Nope, not quite there. Leaves her with the best of 95 and the silver medal. Now we move into the 63 kilo class for the moment. 102.5. So this is body weight and lot number are going to be really relevant here. So 102.5 for Olga Baktigalieva. And this will move her ahead of Rosenberg, but not Hexter. In fact, it won't move her anywhere. So that leaves her with the best of 95 and 4th place. Hanna Kadatska, Ukraine. Can't move up. Vilkna is now a little bit too far ahead, so this is just for her own purposes. Guaranteed the bronze. Wants another 2.5. Bit too heavy. Leaves her with the best of 100, but she does take the bronze medal. Next out, Moa Vilkna. First place is just a little bit out of range, but she is guaranteed the silver now. No one can come past. She took a small PB on a second, and she's looking to push that up another 2.5 kilos. And she's grinding through it. She got it to the top. What do the referees think? They think it's a good lift. Moa Wigner takes the silver medal for Great Britain. So there's been a little bit of gameplay in the 63 kilo class. I can see 2 changes have gone in for Hexter and 1 for Rosenberg. Okay, so the next 3 lifts will all be in the 63 kilo class, and changes are coming thick and fast. So I'm just trying to figure out who will actually be coming out next. And it is Hexter for 110 to take first place. Hexter goes first. She has the lower lot number, but she does have the lower body weight as well. However, Kryakova looked brilliant on her second, and she will get a chance to respond. Rosenberg still to go. First, Melissa Hexter has to make this lift to have any chance at all. And I think she has. 2 to 1, a good lift, and I've just seen another change go in. That is Elisa Rosenberg this time. So Hexter moves to the top, and there's another change gone in. We are seeing some fighting at the front here. So who is it that's actually going to be out next? Is it... I'm seeing conflicting opinions whether it's Kryakova or Rosenberg. It's going to be Kryakova. Okay, both Kryakova and Rosenberg are coming out for 112. Rosenberg has used up both her changes, so that absolutely has to be the lift she comes out for. And here is Ekaterina Kryakova, 112.5 to take the lead. Her 110 looked superb. Oh, but it stopped. She can't get it. She has not retaken the lead. That leaves Hexter in front. But even her second place is not secure, with the Norwegian lifter Elisa Rosenberg coming out for 112 now. Rosenberg was successful 102. She missed 107. This is 112.5 for the gold medal. She's guaranteed the bronze. It's not there, it's Hexter. Hexter is your new world champion. Kryakova in second, Rosenberg takes the bronze. So I think next up we have, this is Julie Franche-Guerra, Team France, for her 3rd attempt at 115. I think she's having a lot of trouble keeping her butt down. Possibly trains on a rack that's much higher. She's fired up, she wants this. This will take her into bronze medal position ahead of Trekishvili. And this has been a feature as well. She's uses up a lot of her time. Gets her butt down. Oh, she's not going to do it. She's going to time out. And the clock has been reset. So, well, that's an error. It's been a long competition, and these things are prone to human error. So unfortunately she does not make a successful lift. That guarantees Trekishvili the bronze medal in class. And next up we have an attempt at a junior world record. This is Arsel Nurkanova in the 69s. It's her own world record. And this will, she matched it on a second, this will beat it by 5. Guaranteed the gold medal. She'd like to extend her own junior world record as well. She seemed to swing over to her left as that came down to the chest, so that is no lift. Nevertheless, she is the world champion with Vilkna and Karatska behind. And last lifter in the 76s, Zenia Khan, having quite a restrained day today. She's benched 145 in competition before. This is 125. So it probably feels that if a PB wasn't on the cards or a record attempt, just do enough to win. And she's done way more than she needed to. 25 kilos ahead of the nearest rival already. Super easy, Zenia Khan walks away the new world champion, with Daria Lavnichak and Kurtislava behind. Now we've got drama in the 84s. This is Emmett Salo. They had their second attempt overturned. I don't think I found out at the time. Possibly my colleague's indicating his butt. So presumably it was butt lift. But the press was good. So hopefully they can get 130 for their third. This will move them up to first. So they just need to keep their butt on the bench. Well, the press is strong. 2-1, good lift. They move into gold medal position. However, that is not secure, with Berkambertova yet to take her third. Next couple of lifters are in the supers. We have Rebecca Coggle next, to try and get herself onto the podium with 130 kilos. This is 5 kilos over what she's benched before in competition, but her second looked strong. And I wouldn't like to call that. No lift. I think there's a couple of things. I think she went a little bit early on the P of the press, at least, if not a little bit earlier than that. And there it goes, the bar did dip. Real shame. So we have a change now. I can see that Sabo has indeed felt confident enough to put a world record attempt on the bar. I'm just trying to see these changes flow down the scoreboard, see who we've got coming out next. And it's Jadira Berkambertova to try and go past Salo. This is for the gold medal. Missed this weight last time. Guaranteed the silver. Seems to pause getting down to the chest, and it's not there. It's Salo. Salo takes their first world title. Bakhambetova silver, Trekishvili bronze. 3 lifts remain. Xenia Okatenko, 132.5. Sitting in third, this will move up to silver. She changed up. She was defending against Kogel. Kogel missed. So she's gone up to try for the silver, and that was great. So moves up in silver medal position. However, here comes Johanna Leitinen to take that back with 135. She missed this on her second. Looking to move back ahead of Okatenko. Wow, I've just seen Agnes Sabo sitting in third place in the best lifter. You don't often see that in the super heavyweight class. Oh, I thought that was going. It just hit a wall, wouldn't go any further, leaves her with a best of 130 and the silver medal. 1 lift remains. Agnes Sabo would like the world record, please. Currently held by Amélie Miaget. She took that in the Euros, I think, in December. And previous to that, it was Bonica Brown. This is a big jump. But here comes the legendary Hungarian bencher, Agnes Sabo. 153.5 kilos on the bar. Now we know Amélie Miaget lifts again next week, well, in about 2 weeks. And she's done a lot more in recent competitions, but for now, you can only take a world record in the IPF at a world championships or regional championships. And it, oh, do you know, I thought that was going. She got it nearly all the way. That was a great attempt by Agnes Sabo. She will have to be happy with being world champion again with 145. Okatenko in silver medal position. And here we have the standings on your screen at the minute. Melissa Hexter is the new world champion in the 63s, with Kryakova in second and Rosenberg in third. In the 84s, it's Salo ahead of Bakhambetova, ahead of Trekishvili. In the super heavyweight, Sabo from Okatenko from Leitinen. And in the 69 kilo class, it was Nurkanova from Vikna from Kadatska, and the 76 is Khan from Lavnichak from Kurtislava. I can also tell you that Selma Ramberg took the best lifter award in the 52s. Anna Riekun in the 50s was second in the 57s. Agnes Sabo third place. We have the medal ceremony coming up next. I hope you'll stick around for that. We are also going to crown take our best lifter awards. And we have the men's classes coming up at 12. Please join us then.
your new 76-kilo world champion with a massive 125 kilos from Kazakhstan, Zhenya Khan. Please join Sandra for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. Our next category, the 84-kilo open, is bronze medal position with 100 kilos from Georgia, Nino Dmitri. Taking the silver medal with 125 kilos from Kazakhstan,